وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون إنكم بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون.
waaja dugga si mooy borom bés bi mooy borom guddi bi di ndaanaan bu rëy naa ne tamu naa di wax ne ndaanaan bu wëyee ndaanaan la bu wëyut ndaanaan la Modou Kara bisimilah ci biir guddi samedi gaañi Modou Kara waay
nag na dëgër fu mu nekk maa ngi fas yéene tàmbali ñaan wi kaani ko wi ciiciic kaani ko waa caacaaj kaani ko fetab dëgin marta gaato trata wekk
extend his gratitude to the Gambian leader for nominating him for the top international job. The Vice President tables before the National Assembly the Food Safety and Quality Bill 2011, seeking for the establishment of the Gambia Food Safety Authority. Protesters in the Senegalese capital Dakar clashed with riot police over proposed constitutional reforms, seen by many as a move by the country's president to get his son succeed him. And a defiant Muammar Gaddafi accuses NATO of murder and hostility as Libya bears victims of recent NATO strikes. This story and much more coming ahead in the news. My name is Famara Fofana. We thank you for joining us. The President and Commander-in-Chief of the Gambia Armed Forces has promised to provide more educational support to personnel of the Gambia Armed and Security Services as part of the ongoing transformation of the country's security apparatus. The Gambian leader, who was speaking Wednesday during the decoration and swearing-in ceremony of 11 senior army officers at State House, said part of the plan involves sending at least 25 security personnel on further studies each year, starting this year. Abinjai reports.
The approach is holistic and phenomenal and continues to unleash a string of promotions for personnel of the Armed and Security Services. The decorations effected in person by President Jammeh are meant to address the core needs of the armed forces in its quest to maintain standard. The latest gesture targeted a total of 11 senior officers, 5 of whom received lieutenant colonel ranks, leaving the other 5 with colonel ranks. The last was a surprise promotion made by the President, elevating the public relations officer of the Gambia Armed Forces, Omar Bojang, to a major.
I, Omar B. Bojang, having been commissioned and appointed to the rank of Major in the Armed Forces of the Republic of the Gambia, hereby swear on the Holy Quran that I will bear true allegiance and absolute loyalty to the people of the Gambia at all times. So help me God.
The newly promoted completed the last stage of the proceedings, subscribing to the oaths guiding their new mandates, but their Commander-in-Chief has some words of wisdom for them.
The Gambia Armed and Security Forces also are not instruments of oppression, but instruments of maintaining progression, development, peace, and the sovereignty of this country. This also we will not compromise. Your work is very clear-cut. Defend the interests of the Gambia at any cost and at all times. This is the objective, this is the mission for which you join the armed forces and the security services. With regards to units again, we have 3 additional units. One is already there, but it's a small unit. I gave you tractors. These are agricultural tractors. They are not for cleaning the camps, but it's for agriculture. And so that, what does that mean? As we have engineers, so would we have a green battalion that will be responsible for not only agricultural activities of the armed forces, but also will make sure that the environment that you live in as soldiers and officers and men and women of the armed forces are conducive to what we all are working for, that is maintaining an environmental situation that augurs well for our health, maintaining of high health standards and living conditions. So we'll have what we call the agricultural core of the Armed Forces Agricultural Battalion for now.
The Gambian leader also made some strong pronouncements promising to support the restructuring exercise by creating a comprehensive educational support system for men in uniform.
As from now, every year, we will send at least 25 members of the Armed and Security Services to university to study in critical fields, ranging from, because my objective is for Gambia to be self-sufficient. Depending on others, we have been dependent on the benevolence of Nigeria, Cuba, other countries, Taiwan, in a lot of areas. In the next 5 years, will be time for Gambia to repay that debt by also being benevolent to other countries.
At the level of the Armed Forces Authority, there was a sense of pride, for the achievement under the command of Lieutenant General Masane Kinte is by no means small.
I am sure that some people might be wondering, why is it that 3 separate promotions have taken place in such a short period of time? Well, I will explain why. Recently, the Gambia Armed Forces is undergoing tremendous restructuring that cuts across all levels of the armed forces, from the grassroots to the headquarters level. This is the first major restructuring of the armed forces since the departure of the Nigerian Army Training and Advisory Group, NATAG, in 1994.
To the ministers in cabinet, including some of those who had passed through the system, a lot has changed since 1994.
We wish this was the time when we were serving, for so many reasons indeed. Because as far as I'm concerned, you are the middle core of the officer corps in the army. It is under you that the men are